Twins leave Kenyatta National Hospital. The twins underwent a successful separation surgery 8 months ago under the careful hands of 58 health officers. Here are the news updates this hour. I am Michael Gitonga. All right, and those updates are not there, but we'll cross over to Brian Obuya, who is our night reporter, and operations at the site of the 7-story collapsed building continued for a second night with hopes of finding anyone alive under the rubble fading out. Unlike Tuesday night, the rescue teams worked the whole night yesterday and into early morning today. Our reporter Brian Obuya is at the site and joins us now live with more. Brian, what's new in Embakasi, where the building had collapsed?
Good morning, Mike, and thank you. And as you've rightfully put it, we're coming to you live and exclusively at this hour from the site of the building that collapsed Monday night. And as you put it, probably just to mention nothing new this morning, everything almost getting to be, everything being normal. But what stands out is that this activity, this rescue mission has been taking place overnight. We've been here since at about 1 a.m. when this operation was happening, and by the time Timothy Otieno was leaving this site earlier at about 10 p.m., the operation was still taking place. We've also seen a number of NYS youths at the site, and but as opposed to the other days, the last 2 nights, the number has gone down. Just a few of them on site, a few vehicles like we had reported on other days, and the KDF officials, their vehicles, Red Cross ambulances. But today we see that that number has gone down, probably putting it clear that this mission is almost coming to a halt. And from the look of things, from the rubble that actually remains, and the rubble that remains unworked, that has not been worked on, from the look of it, you realize that this is something that if it takes place the entire day today, according to the look of things, this is something they are going to finish by the end of today. Earlier today, we were at the Kenyatta National Hospital just to know the condition of the 2 children who were rescued, but we were unable to do that, keeping in mind that it was very late in the night. So right here, a number of things just being recovered from the rubble, mattresses standing out, and I don't know whether we have those cover shots on your screen right now, because we were also at the temporary shelter, whereby, as just like last night, mothers and men, children, getting shelter from that temporary shelter that they had been provided at a school nearby, struggling to get some sleep throughout the night. Well, there has also been some bags of relief food, about 7 of them. We have seen what looks like beans. We have seen them, but none has been distributed so far. But from the shelter, from the temporary shelter, you realize again that the number of those who are there has actually gone down. There are few people there, so painting a picture of a situation whereby a number of them have found some other places to get shelter, apart from a few who are still at the site. So again, an official was telling us that from what they are recovering from the rubble, there are very few electronics being recovered. Actually, according to what he puts out there, is that they have only recovered one television set, and not actually recovering it from in its original state, but crushed down. They have only recovered one of such, so it's telling it clearly that those tenants had already moved out. But what has been recovered, what stands out from those that have been recovered, are the number of gas cylinders, which is standing at about 20 gas cylinders have been recovered from that rubble. So what you see, Mike, around here is just activity on this second night of a mission to try to rescue any person from this rubble. Remember, the number of those unaccounted was standing at 2. Again, that has not changed since. So just apart from the sounds of the lights around this place that have been here all through the night, just apart from the smell of serious dust, apart from the sounds of the earth movers, nothing much on the ground taking place. And the hopes of finding anyone alive has slowly grown, has slowly fed off, Mike.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. I'm guessing that, have they reached a point where possibly there is no chance, have they reached a point of, removing the rubble where there is no more hope of finding anybody alive? Have they reached the bottom? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Mike, come again?
Have they reached the bottom of the building, or is there still rubble that they need to dig into?
Well, there's some part of the rubble which needs to be dug into. I don't know whether, Timon, you're able to give us that shot if we're able to see through. There's some rubble that actually needs to be dug into, but according to an official we were speaking to, it is almost clear that the hopes of finding anyone alive in this rubble has actually, those chances have grown slimmer by every passing minute, Mike.
Thank you very much, Brian. That's our reporter, Brian Obuya, who is at the building.